The big painted face in the well. The old well. There's a well on the outskirts of the village where my grandma lives. Even though every household now has running water, that well is still in use. Mom, I'm going out to play for a bit. Every time I visited Grandma's house, when I wanted to go out and play, stay away from the well's edge. Stay away from the well's edge. The adults would repeatedly warn us not to play by the well and not to look into it. The big painted face. They said there was a big painted face in the well, and I always thought it was just something adults made up to scare children, an excuse to keep us away from the well's edge to prevent accidents. Ciao Sanzi, stay away from the well's edge. Uncle I wasn't a particularly obedient child when I was little. Chapter 83. When I was about 9 years old, I walked towards that well. I wanted to see if there really was a big painted face in the well, and if so, what did it look like? Why did all the adults in the village use this to scare children? Strange and mysterious tales. As I approached the well's opening step by step, my heart beat faster and faster. Having been warned by the adults for so long, I was still very scared deep down. The deep well. But I couldn't suppress my curiosity. Escaping. I leaned sideways, stretched my head out, and got closer and closer. That well was very deep. Eerie well. I had to get right to the edge of the well before I could see the water at the bottom. The well. Only I didn't see any big painted face. But I couldn't suppress my curiosity. But that also scared me, because there was no reflection of me in the well. Terrifying. Well, I sensed something strange and quickly fled from the well. The vanishing frame. That night, something happened to me. Dreaming. Having a nightmare. Evil theory. In my dream, I returned to the well's edge. It was as if I had been summoned by something. Old ghost stories. Stretching my head to look into the well. My first nightmare. This time, I saw something. There was a shadow in the well, but it wasn't mine. It was a big painted face, like those used in Peking opera, Ghost King. First, it smiled at me. As it kept smiling, it flew out of the well. It flew right in front of my eyes. Dream scream. While I was dreaming, I screamed in real life. Ping ping, wake up. No matter how my mom called me, I wouldn't wake up. In my dream, to avoid being caught by it, I kept running around the well, as if that was the only way I could run. In reality, I suddenly developed a high fever. Qingshan Clinic. My mom and uncle took me to the clinic. That night, my mom stayed by my side, and I had a fever for a day and a night. As I recall, I kept running ahead, and the big painted face kept chasing me from behind. I don't know how long I ran for. Ping, 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 until I heard Grandma calling me. Ping, 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 ping. Then I found myself at the bottom of the well, with Grandma standing at the well's opening, calling me. Horror story. And then I woke up. You're finally awake. You scared your mom half to death. My outburst really gave my mom a fright. I stayed at the clinic for 2 days in total, and only went home when I was all right. My mom told me that the big painted face in the well was a person who had been persecuted years ago. He couldn't cope and threw himself into the well. Afterwards, people would often see him in the well. There's one more thing. It's that I heard Grandma calling my name. Ping, 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 ping. She was really calling me.